Makes it even more difficult to try to get back in toward this one. The lean back towards A. You're already going to have JC Vash pushed on through to dispatch of Darion. And this pistol is looking really good from Team Secret. JC Vash is going to get taken out. And now it's the 2 versus 4.
Maybe some recompense into this round.
30 seconds
In a world where they can do it with that spike in hand, but the quick flank in. Lenny does actually manage to find another, but Dispenser living up to his name. Dispense of 2 so far.
Play contact, and that's exactly what Borkum has to do now for more than 1, and it is going to be 1.5. Dispenser here to assist, and then dark cover eventually is going to fade. Is C still the target? Kind of looks so.
Yeah, absolutely. Already all the way up here. It does look like Maxi is relatively close. Dispenser, though, ready. However, Lenny does get the trade-off. A second! What a shot there onto JC Vash. Looking very clean so far, and now it's an awkward one. You know, Team Secret, obviously a lot of eggs in this basket. Still holding on to that operator, Wits and Dubstep. How are they going to go here? Only the Sheriff in hand for Dubstep, which certainly isn't the most exciting position to be in with that dark cover going down. You know, they don't look overly keen to start pushing in. Now, at least a little bit of momentum. But with that dark cover being down towards the spawn position, yeah, it really sort of calls for it. Do they want to go?
There's so much prize and power in this operator right now that it has to be held into the next round, but that's the pick that they needed to get started into this one. Maxi in the corner of the pit. How is Wits still alive right now? Maxi to find it and bring advantage back to Bleed, but Wits, he gets the shot. There's no time to get out the defuse, unfortunately. So
takes on a map like Haven. Wits, tailwind popped, creeping his way in slowly towards this link position, but Darion very much ready for it. However, it's Wits to open with 1. Will it be a second? No, Darion looking into the face of adversity there as Borkum does collect another, but Jesse Vash as well makes it happen. Lenny, however, already onto that defusal though, and now maybe a chance, maybe an opportunity. Half down, Lenny. Will he be able to live on for long enough? From the bottom of mid, Dispenser already did to get at the half, made so much happen, so much work, and he will be able to lock it. I do think he's got just enough time though, not quite. Spike does detonate. There is a lot of utility to lock him out of it, but Darion is straight behind it. Looking to get into B. There is the utility available, and that is going to be a massive rolling thunder straight in towards the garage with Borkum dipping and diving around this dark cover. I think he's actually managed to avoid it. Massive play out of Borkum there. Wits also managing to collect as well. The Jet is ready. He is here straight on through, and Jesse Vash another. All left on to just Maxi, who is
a lot of presence on toward this A-long position and leaving Lexi to lurk on the other side of the map, and that suppression is actually going to reveal a lot of information late in the round. Darion, though, on towards Wits is a brilliant opener to start to get things in towards this A site.
Can they hold on? However, it's a little bit shaky. Jesse can't quite connect, but Dubstep still here, does have the fragment, but he is going to be taken down before he can utilize anything there. Lenny, great response. And this is going to be a tough one, right? There is the opportunity to get those ultimates down, but Pith, he does still have that aftershock available, but it's going to be Borkum. Are you joking? Walking straight through the dark cover. Does manage to get the jump here, but now Dispenser has the tough challenge. One lining, but Maxi.
Back yourself in towards this game, in towards this map, and you can go a long way, but it's a bit different at the moment. Team Secret, they peek A long, they peek A sewer, they see nothing, they rotate over towards the C site, and with the Rip of the Hunter's Fury, it's go time to C.
Very much so, caught in the back of the site here, but does manage to kick on. Borkum. Dispenser will be the saving grace here for 1, but a little bit of a shaken shot there as Pith does get the response, and another from the veteran here. Managing to get that site control, lockdown engaged, and the rolling thunder to force them away. Very nicely done here from Bleed. Good control, but a response from Wits, making it work. We'll be able to fall away, but the dust will settle rather as they reinvigorate for the retake.
3 versus 3, the lockdown utilized and the rolling thunder. So some big ultimates here from Bleed. And Dubstep creeping around is going to be taken out from the courtyard. So now there's a lot of pressure and Ritz on Jesse Vash to get back into it. An operator is always a risky thing in the one-on-ones. And Max
so used to it. Am I seeing these stomps where, you know, there might be that momentum on that defender's side? Like I always sort of comment this one, you know. Borkum. Very, very forward position here. Maxi is going to go for the clear and punishes it. That cheeky little stutter step on the Phantom. Teleport up to the box. I don't think he was actually meant to be going that far, though. Dubstep can respond. Now it is going to be a very, very quick response here. Long way away, however, is Wits. So do they wait or do they go? Do they try and find his back? It's going to be the lockdown being destroyed here. And it's the Null Command engaged as well. That means it is going to be Dubstep going down. Can be revived, but Dispenser is here with 2. Back for now.
He's in their spawn.
Not a permanent decision. Yeah, he's pretty happy to kind of run around because now it's going to be that A site split, I suppose. Good work from Pith, punches. Wits does get the response back, and now him being up in heaven, being able to sort of lock off this stairs position. If he overpeaks, it could be a bit awkward, but I don't actually think Maxi was looking. He was trying to get that dark cover down. Now this is going to be...
One enemy remaining.
The couple more, but are they going to be able to lock down for any further? It is a clean...
Pistols in this map so far, and now on towards this little save round of a bleed. They're immediately walking in towards the crosshairs of these Team Secret members. Darion, good for 1 in return. Damage is indeed what they are looking for in this round, but I mean, at what cost as well, right? You gotta be careful. Still coming in toward this one for Team Secret. They're gonna be bowing out, and if Spencer doesn't check this corner, it could be the free gun given over. This is
what I mean. How many times do we see it? You know, a team getting a little bit too complacent. Team Secret, they, you know, kind of had a similar position last. Borkum does manage to respond, but he's taken a lot of damage as well. You know, Dubstep got turned up. Exactly right. The rotation is quick. Wits, no! Pulling out the pistol at the wrong time. Flicking around the knife. You know, that's the animation that does bait you out. Look how far Dubstep is away. That's round done. There is absolutely no way back into this round.
3 maps. This one looking tight as it is right now. And I think we're going to be in for a hell of a series.
I just think the craziest thing is that, you know, this is basically as close to sort of Tier 1 Valorant. Oh, no way. He did not. Apologies if I've just talked over my co-caster just there. He has an issue where if someone uses a microwave inside his house, his internet disconnects. So I think that's exactly what has happened just there. But he is sort of somewhat back in. We'll let that happen. Darion gets 1 and a second. Very nicely done with these quick scopes here. Lenny also in position, does manage to spot out Wits into the long position. Tailwind pop, but whether or not it does need to be utilized doesn't look like it. 2 members still sitting, waiting. They have at least...
Often for surviving it, balancing the economy of their own as well, resetting out Team Secret. Unless we see some heroics come through from Dispenser and Borkum. 1 away from it, that cosmic divide,
30
but
seconds left.
will it be utilized in a round such as this? Peeking from Lenny in towards Dispenser, perfectly timed on that flashpoint as well, and now for Borkum to get traded out, exactly as you love to see from Bleem Secret, but, you know, how much reliance are we going to see on the ultimates from them? Dubstep has the null command to try and bring in, but Lenny's already taken out Dispenser right now. As far as damage is concerned in this round, it is going over towards Bleed's way, but Maxi being taken down does mean no more smokes.
So much confidence from both of the Jets just there, taking the solo plays. Dubstep, 1 point of HP. And he is just tucked forward. I don't actually think they're going to clear him. Darion already in behind the flank. Gets 1 and a second. That's going to be the spike drop here, Komodo, as well. All left onto Borkum as Lexi does manage to drop the very, very weakened Dubstep here. And all I got to say, guys, is, hey, remember how they said that Team Secret was the firm favorite? Look.
Oh, don't call it too early.
Exactly. Look, I will cast a curse it. Do you know why? Because I want this game to keep on kicking. It's already been very excited. And also, it is Bleed's map selection. Icebox is next. And Fluffy's been saying some kind of crazy stuff in the chat. He's saying that there might be some wild Retrieve
spike and get out of here. So Borkum has so much running through his brain right now. And if you're Lexi, you could probably go in for a retake in this 1 versus 1 as well. Because then there's only a finite amount of positions Borkum can be. But hello. He's walking straight in toward this one here, Conky, and if Borkum plays his cards right, he could not win this round, unfortunately. That is going to be the one.
Going to work out. Can Bleed close it here, or will Team Secret respond, Komodo?
There's such a passive hold from Team Secret on the back of this open plant as well. There is Lexi's lockdown going down, and it's a bit deep. It's a bit off the spike, allowing control for Team Secret to still try and see what they can do, but a big reveal at the back of this long position as well, and everyone's just charging in. The defuse is already there. It's half stuck by Maxi, and he's just going to hold it right now. The flank isn't even coming in through the garage. Team Secret, they're essentially locking themselves in towards the A site right now. That's both shock darts used out from Lenny, but no damage really delivered. This is going to be Team Secret going in towards the A site now.
Yeah, look at the rotation though. All of them here fanging it straight through mid. Dubstep is in that forward position, but with no utility available right now. Lenny, very, very close. Cheeky little one-way on that dark cover, but will his Tootsies be spotted out? Not quite. It's going to be a 5-on-5 retake almost, unless Dubstep has something to say about it, and he does for just a second, but Maxi Pith gets the response, and now it's on to Wits to at least have a recovery as well. Great shot from Jeremy, and a second as well. Nice and clean on the fade here with 3.
Is grouping up around the A site. No real budging in the defenses for Bleed either. Information from Lenny on the back of that owl drone, however, means we may see a bit of a shift from them. They are still playing this kind of passive out default as the barrier wall goes in, and the horn, all the utility for Team Secret. That wall, pretty perfect timing just them from them. And the dimensional drift actually utilized here from Dubstep.
Oh, he's been punished straight away. That's a big, big burn there of Dubstep to try and make something happen on the Yoru, and as a result of it, Bleed take, what, 55 points of damage? Once or twice in Oceania, because it was always kind of those players who, you know, you almost thought were trolling picking it up, but they certainly make it work on the odd occasion. Jeremy Another opener, very strong, taken quite low though. Has the Nightfall now to be engaged. They are going to start pushing in. Darion does manage to drop Dubstep. Minimal impact on this Yoru so far. Another response though from Jeremy. Still very low, but that should be some site control. The rotation already here, Komodo, and straight out is Pith. Jesse Vash drops Darion, so that's more and more damage, but Pith knife straight through the dark cover. And another as well. Maxi also here. Again, it's the veterans in the Swedes, and a third for Pith to close a second solid round for Bleed.
Who's next?
Waiting patiently.
Ooh,
there it is. It will be popped now. Tour de Force also engaged. And he is having a bit of a look. Gets the info up in heaven. Lenny gets the resurrection, though, onto him from Lexi. And now it's Wits opening up strong. It is going to be 4 members that they still need to work on. And now they've settled back into the post plant.
No dark covers for Borkum at the moment, though, and with that deeper wall, it's trying to isolate these fights out. Hunter's Fury used nice and early. It's going to force Wits off the line and completely disconnect him from the engagements. Borkum down, Lenny in with the Hunter's Fury for a couple. Now it's Team Secret trying to clinch onto this round, trying to hold on, but Jesse Vash is nowhere here. The aftershock, is it going to reach, though? It needs the shot. The defuse from Maxi has to get off it. It's just going to work wonders, but the shot's out. He finds the first, nearly the second, but no, Pith will hold on. And with that defuse, it does mean that Bleed are going to be able to secure the 4. In here towards a team like Team Secret, where they got that next invite slot right into here. So they're backing on the back that they've got a lot of these map victories. They've got a map here in this series. But now, Dubstep is going to try and upset the balance. Lenny in for that trade. And around the A side, everybody is trying to see what they can fight and find. Pith in for one of his own. But these trades again happening 2 versus 2. And Jeremy with the shuffle. He is going to have to simmer down for a second. However, as the Cloudburst is just going to be waltzed on through. But Jeremy, he's holding his own in this game right now. Lexi and Wits in the 1 versus 1. Spike planted, though.
More than just that, my word. Really, really working strongly here. Now it's on to Lexi to try and stick this to half. Absolutely will. He's actually pretty... Okay, that was a bit overzealous there. Maybe you would have thought to drop off for half, but at least it's a response here for Team Secret.
As that gate crash target is the back of the site. Barrier wall still available for Lexi, as those slow orbs have been used. And all of this utility, Dubstep is just to try and get him to the back of the site. And will he be able to open it up? The answer is yes for at least one. Traded through. Pith now here as well. And things are really stepping up for Bleed again. Pith is a menace around this A site. And once more, it's Wits to see if he's got himself into this round or if he's on his wits' end.
Pith, an absolute monster. Another 3K on the Killjoy of all agents. Really, really picking up where the rest of the team is leaving off. And the utility over the top as well. The Nano Swarm keeps Wits at bay. Doesn't get tagged up by it, but now he does. Maybe, just maybe, he's been heard. And Darion seems to be aware of it, and he will be able to close. Like, my word.
Of course, Lexi's dead, so no access to any resurrection or any heals. So for damage done, it is delivered. Dubstep now going to be trying to get in toward the site. And actually, I don't know if Maxi's secrecy has been found in the smoke. And it hasn't indeed. 1, 2. Oh my, are you joking? That transfer is absolutely superb. Getting away with a monstrous 3K. And now the round is back for Bleed. Maybe for Darion. It's a 1 versus 2. It is on the other side of the map.
Oh, geez, that rogue bullet from the Viper there of Maxi almost doing it all. Darion. Close to the dark cover. Borkum definitely tempting fate here, wanting to potentially look to push through. Jesse Vash also just a short distance away. Darion.
Right, the gate crash was noticed, but not seen in the reverse away. But anyways, we're seeing some aggression right now from Bleed in the last round of this half. It's a bit mitigated on that one, but it's still going in their way. Lexi with that res, and this is just going to offset things absolutely completely. But Wits, what have you got for us here, my friend? 2 in the piece. And I think it has to settle down. Dubstep is behind enemy lines.
No!
That's a right-click miss.
He's given the opportunity. At least there is some support there. Wits up close, though. He's found a third here. Komodo just on the line. 2 bullets left in that tour de force. Is he going to be able to connect with this one? Tempting fate. Darion swings, though.
Here.
From the Owl drone. Patience. A couple of wish shots as well. Darion will be the first to be punished. Jesse Vash getting that opener. Wits also with some further control. So, again, Team Secret have been looking very, very comfortable. Another for Wits as well. Dubstep hasn't had to do anything. Did hear the footsteps of Pith, but now the shrouded step over the top. Jesse Vash, even the fine Lexi. Unfortunately, it's all on Pith. And again, playing that lurk, playing the Killjoy. Dubstep will spot him, but he's tagged. They are rotating very, very quickly, though. So are they going to be ready for it? Full sets of weaponry. Secret on that bonus. They can slot into position. It's Wits to open up strong. Very nicely done. He is taken low, but now the swing. Now the ding. Jesse Vash drops one. Jeremy gets another, but Lexi, Maxi are also doing big things here. Pith also gets the spot on the catch, but Jesse Vash does get across. See what he can. He's got all the info around yellow. He's going to send a little bit further info out, teleporting back, moving around everywhere. Dubstep, does he get the right strike? The answer is no. Pit, Lenny, all responding, but Jeremy, as I say, that opens up the pit as he will find three, but it does fall on to just this clutch situation, one-on-one, as you mentioned.
This is really, this is a big situation for Borkum as well, right? The lockdown here, if he had his ultimate, he could technically stick it, play it when the lockdown pops, but he's not too far back, Conky. He's still got position of that spike right now.
30 seconds left.
It's just going to be all that slowdown.
Recalling my
Very much the mental game here. Pith having to think. Where's he going to look? Borkum's just done the right thing. Just completely complacent, standing still. Great utilization of that nano swarm. The paranoia narrowly misses.
He's locked into the fight.
Bomb in a rough one. Exactly. Has to take the duel. Borkum.
Question the play a bit. For now, we're not going to be doing that because you want to know why? We got another round on our hands where Team Secret are looking to take control of this map. Wit starts off on towards Pith just to let him think about what happened in the last round a little bit more. And there's
go. Nice and clean from him. Lexi and Maxi, though, respond again. Team Secret need to be careful. Resurrection is there. Nightfall engaged, though. Jeremy, very, very keen, but why are you fighting this fight, my friend? Something you desperately don't need to be doing because now Jesse Vash is all up in the grill. Like, Team Secret, hello? Like,
this is
what is going on?
E-code.
Yeah.
I think is the appropriate term. When you think the Team Secret are having a phenomenal defensive side, which they are, don't get me wrong. 2 operators out or 2 snipers out on this defensive side for Team Secret. You look at the composition, you're kind of questioning who would be picking it up alongside Wits, right? So it's probably just going to be this operator still in toward that next round as the hunt is on. But finally a round to come through from Bleed. Doesn't matter that it is on this thrifty nature. They're going to be...
But 4 alive for Team Secret. Can Bleed lock into this post plant strong? Or will Team Secret continue this series bold to stick that plant, but they get it done?
Timing, because the C's was a little bit late. It didn't lock them in to stay with the aftershock, but back at the back of a single box, they are taken on through. Pith and Lenny to see if they can hold on. It's happening right now. The recovery in this round. And the turret's even going to be spotting out Wits, isn't it? No, it's a little bit on the wrong angle. Allowing Wits to creep up here, but an operator, he needs to hit them both, and he needs to do a quick 3 as Pith says no with the decapitation. Please don't forget as well that there were 5 rounds in a row to start off this half from Team Secret to make it 9-8, and it's just now Bleed starting to activate on this attacker's side. So remember, people, you know, you might call bias or whatever throwing at us, but it's these players, these teams doing the damage, doing the action, and they're making it look wonderful right now. Bleed again trying to get in towards this A side, but it's all happening left, right, and center. Left, right, good night. Now Wits once more in a similar situation. He's seen a lot. 1 versus 2, but you're exactly right. The headhunter finding Lexi, and now Lenny's repositioned. He's got so much utility. A drone, a dart, but he's opting for silence.
Always the right choice in these 1v1s. You know, sometimes getting that utility out can really throw you, but he takes the high ground. It's going to be on who has the correct resolution, but oh my god! Wits the flick up to take the head of Lenny. And again, finally, some more light on the map of Icebox. It is still so tight. Like, can they find more as the pit goes down, though?
Well, you think the challenge is going to be within the pit, but Lexi, look at that 1-2 in the mix, and he's got that res as well. It's going to be bringing Darion back with the dimensional drift from Dubstep. He wants more. He wants the info. Is he going to blindside himself out of this? No, it's back towards his corner. He's home right now as well, but Wits on towards Lenny, as you mentioned, a missed no-scope. The headhunter to fix it. He's got 3 in the round, looking for the ace technically, as Dubstep's decay is taking him really low. It's a team shot, but through the smoke, he's able to find it. Pith is down, and now Maxi with the pit of his own devices as well, a blindside in. And it's all on toward this sensational gamer right now. The shot's on through onto Dubstep and a pre-fire to Wits. He's so low, the decay's a factor, remember? And the shot from Maxi. Bleed. And everything does start to settle around this A site, doesn't it? Borkum with the one-way, trying to see what he can do. Gets out a secondary one, but Darion already in front of that. Tailwind activated. He's seen the shoulder. He's seen the clicks as well. And this might be looking to be the finale right now, Conky. Jeremy, though, on towards Darion, and Borkum taken down. Now, it's a 2 versus 4. Can Team Secret get this back?
Dubstep is so far away as well. There's no utility at all. Actually, just noticing for the fade of Jeremy there, nor Dubstep. It is a very awkward one right now. The rotation call has been made, sending him over towards CT now. And as the wall does get destroyed, Guardian picked up, has to get moving now as the time is ticking on this spike. It's the final moment, the final chance for the favorite seed in here, Team Secret, to get their way back in. And it's Lexi who denies in more ways than one as the round is closed. Bleed has found the victory here at 2-0 for the entirety of the day. And your victors are the underdogs here in Bleed.